I'm doing that never-ending job of tidying this greenhouse up. Over autumn and winter, everything just ends up being a right mess. And it's time of year to get on top of that. Trouble is, this year, my position's a little bit different because, as you know, we are planning on moving to another property. So we're just doing bits and bobs at a time, playing that waiting game. And I thought I would have had some news for you already this week about what's happening. Unfortunately, what we're planning to do at the moment has not been confirmed. So we're just hanging on and waiting for that answer. As soon as I know, I'll let you know. But once again, we've got a mixed day. It's been raining all morning long. Occasionally the sun comes out, but it's not as warm as it were a couple of days ago. So for today, we've been quite overcast. I've left peppers and everything in house. It'll not hurt them for one day. Something else that we've not looked at for quite a while is that container of carrots. If you remember, we had one in greenhouse and we kept it in here through autumn and part of winter. And then a few weeks ago we popped it outside, and it's a 5-foot long one, and we didn't thin it out that much either. We should have done that, but with everything that's been going on, we haven't really had time to do it. But basically, it is what it is. And I'm going to have a little check on that container today and see what sort of progress we've got on those carrots. Because if we only get bunches of baby carrots, they're still perfect for topping and tailing, giving them a quick scrub and freezing in bags. Or we could take a few and leave the others to grow on. But I'm not in a position where I can let them carry on growing in that container for too much longer. So let's go and take a look and see what progress we've got on those, and a couple of other things as well. So just outside the greenhouse, we also put this container of garlic, and it is doing alright. They look alright, they look healthy enough. We've got that never-ending problem with weeds though now. So we're getting lots of rain. I'll get back to that later and give it a proper weeding. But because the weather's been so up and down, we've also had this happen. That's a cabbage that we put in a container, and it's gone to seed. Because the weather was really hot, then it went really cold, and so it's now starting to flower. Which is unfortunate because it was a really good looking cabbage. But when that weather shifts drastically, it causes things like this to happen. It's the only trouble with certain plants at this time of year. Another thing that I've been doing is stripping a couple of greenhouses, because once we're ready to move, I need everything prepared. And down there, you'll notice we've stripped another greenhouse. So basically at the moment, we're left with this one greenhouse, but it is a big one. It's 12 foot by 8. And we've got all this glass there. Next to us, raised beds. And that container of onions that we didn't seem to do too well. I think because they were salad onions, we should have left them in greenhouse. So they've not come out very well at all. But we can grow some more of them. They're Florence red onions. But behind that is what I've come to look at. It's a 5-foot container that we filled with carrots. I just want to see if we've got anything happening. The only way to find that out is to take some out, just to see if we've got anything of any size. I'm going to try this one just here. We've got one that's forked, but next to it we've got not a bad size one, to be honest. That's perfectly usable. It's quite thin, but still not a bad size carrot at all, that. And I've actually run out of carrots, so we could do with a few. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a few clumps out and see what we get. If they'll come out. I usually twist them out one at a time, it's a bit easier. Let's take these out, see what we've got out of this little part of it. That is not bad at all. See if we've got anything else. Just shake all that soil away. And we have got a few decent carrots there, so that's not bad at all for this early in year especially. So what I'll do is I'll take a few more, and then we've got a couple of meals out of it. Shake that off once again. for carrots that's been overwintered, I don't think they've come out bad. So let's try a few more, see if we get any difference in size as we go down. Covering myself in soil doing this. It looks like they're all round about the same. Again, perfectly usable. I'm going to try a few from this end, see if there's any difference. I should have been checking that insect compost, shouldn't I, really? Use that again. So again, same sort of story. Quite thin, but not a bad length to them. I think they'll do for now. We've took a few out, but there's still plenty more to go at. Well, a bit of a rinse later, and I don't think we did bad out of that. The carrots we just got. We got some nice carrots in there. That one especially. A nice thick carrot with good length to it. And there's a few more in this bunch that are just like that. But for a container that's been planted in autumn, left through winter, unprotected for pretty much most of the time outside, I think for an harvest of early carrots, we've done pretty well there. They'll get top and tailed, we'll give them a good scrub, and then they'll get cooked old. And the good thing about doing it at this time of year is that because they've been outside, these carrots have been hit a couple of times by frost. When carrots or parsnips get hit by a frost, it makes them sweeter. So these are going to be a bunch very tasty. First carrots of 2024. So it's nice to be able to come out this early in year and get something like that while we're getting other things just on the way. We'll get these indoors, we'll get tops cut off, and we'll either use them over the next couple of days or we'll freeze them. But either way, we've just took this first harvest of 2024. If you want to see what else we're going to be doing over the next few weeks, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell. I look forward to seeing you then. You all take care.